Girl, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this?
Oh my God, Shani Lavalier Nicole, Shani Lavalier Nicole on a roll, lighting up the stream, the vibe is bold. Shani Lavalier Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and voice, doing it big, turning up the flow. Shani Lavalier Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, it's Shani Lavalier Nicole. Oh yeah, it's Shani Lavalier Nicole everywhere. Oh yeah, grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. What's up? What's up? Everybody, welcome to Unfiltered at 5 with Leah Live, with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Monday Madness. This has been one rough Monday, but we are back with Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, y'all. Welcome in, and everything. Mm-hmm. All right, so you ready to go ahead and get on into it?
You're ready to dive into it, y'all. We're gonna make it do it too.
All right, so welcome back to Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. We're where we say the quiet parts are out loud. So tonight's topic is smiling through all my shit. So you ever walk into a room looking like peace, glowing, lip gloss popping, and the whole time your heart is in ICU? I felt this way a couple times. Anyway, you're posting selfies, but crying in the shower. You say, I'm good, but barely even sleeping at night. You're showing up for everybody else while secretly praying somebody checks on you. Oh, I felt that one.
Oh my gosh.
Why do we feel we have to be strong all the time? And why do we wear the smile like it's part of the outfit? So tonight, we are taking the mask and we are ripping it right on off.
Well, this is the topic, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a definitely I can relate. Oh my goodness.
To all of this. It's I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people do this to smile through pain, smile to cope.
Yep.
Smiling through because and it does. We smile a lot, and I know me and you. I know definitely last year we were smiling through a shitload of shit.
For a shitload of you can say that shit again.
Coming together, trying to understand the whys and the no's, and figuring out life. But even to the viewers, like we want to talk about this. This is a topic that I think this is one of those things where people go into depressions because they don't talk about the stuff that they really be facing and going through every day, just in life stuff, just stuff happening in life. And we think like people might judge us, or people might say we're weak, or people might say, what I'm saying? Because people can be a bit a lot sometimes. They could be sometimes really mean. But at the inside of that, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So what all have we went through in our lives that we should talk about? What have we gone through?
A lot. I mean, it was, even today, it's a rough little Monday and everything, but I'm still managing to just to smile anyway, smile through all the stress, smile through all the, just smile through it anyway and everything. I try my best. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I felt that, especially say nobody ever really checks up on you. It's like people feel like you're supposed to be good all the time, and don't think that they have to check up on you because you're happy or you're smiling. But no, that's not the case. It's like, and I don't like why people feel that way. It's like you can check up on somebody so much, and then I guess they think, oh, okay, everything is good, all good with you, that they don't have to do their part, or and
Right.
it's sad because I've definitely have felt like a pressure to look okay even when everything was falling apart in
Mm-hmm.
my life. And it's not a good feeling to feel that way. I've definitely walked in rooms of having a smile and kiki, and even when I didn't want to, where I felt uncomfortable and everything. So I mean, what's the hardest thing you've ever had to smile through?
Well, like now, I think for me, smiling through the situation with my mom, trying to whew, trying to mentally process everything,
Yeah.
and then, trying to still kind of weather the storm, like, I have and even now I have my moments, but it's like a blessing
Mm-hmm.
to have my mom, but the stuff that I had to go through last year and the pain that I had to carry last
Mm-hmm.
year, and then, finding at the end of the year, just having to just let it go, just kind of say, I can't cry about this anymore. It
Right.
is what it is. And then having a army, a foundation of people that literally carried me through every second of last year. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It started from October and it was a domino effect. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I couldn't smile too much on Thanksgiving. I couldn't smile too much Christmas. And then I was still trying to cope, cope with everything, and still trying to smile. And then still coming online and smiling and trying to be the energy that I still had to be to the world
Right.
while I was falling apart on the inside.
Oh
And
yes.
and I remember that many nights sitting down and just, crying out to God and just saying, like, what is this about? And
Mm-hmm.
what am I learning? Being angry, you know,
Yeah.
being real angry and mad about everything. Just trying to
Right.
say, is this a part of my work walk, and what am I learning from this? And then
Mm-hmm.
on the flip side, like I said, getting online, getting in my car, venting, talking about it, learning how to say it's okay, and I'm not really big on crying. Like, I don't like to cry. So when
Right.
I stop and have to cry, that means it hit me so hard
Right.
that was like a bus hit me and ran through.
Right.
And trying to trying to cope and smile.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows unless they're really close to you and they're looking and going,
Yeah.
you seem a little different. You seem a little off,
Yes.
And I lost a lot last year. I did. I lost a lot, but I don't think my loss was not bigger than my gain, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like, I
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
gained a mother. You see what I'm saying? I gained a mother back. Like, I'm able to sit with her. I'm able to laugh with her. I'm able to put her to bed at night, comb her hair. The things that I couldn't do,
Mm-hmm.
I can now do. So now it's easy breezy. It's days and it's like walking a park. We
Yeah.
managed. We had to figure it out. We had to figure out how to make it work, and we made it work.
Right.
We knew how. So that was my heaviest thing last year. You know.
Yeah, I know we've been through a lot together. We done cried a lot together. We both took a lot of losses last year when it came to like all aspects and everything. So I was,
Yeah.
I feel you on all of it. It was a rough year.
Yeah.
It was a rough year.
Yeah. I mean, y'all don't
I don't
know.
even want to. I don't. I don't want to tear up. Having to relive all of with some things that I had to relive, because it was very heavy. It was very
Mhm.
heavy. It was when it came to family, when it came to friends, when it came to career, when it came to love life, it was like everything was like a domino effect
Yeah.
hitting all at one time. Yeah,
And
I get sad and heavy just thinking about it. It was just
yeah.
I'm still trying, since the year has started, things have gotten a little better. We're trying to see the brighter side and everything. The year, we still have a lot we still have a lot more year left of the year left, obviously, and everything. So I'm still trying to, deal and get better from certain things, but, taking it day by day, and, is what helps. I know, I know your mom and everything, and that was hard, but it's like what I told you, at least like you have your mom now. So
yeah, and you know how many times I would sit and be like, oh my gosh, I just wish I could look at my mom. I wish I could sit and watch TV with her.
Yeah.
And I think, even like with the movie Singing for Freedom and the whole movie premiere, I just remember the movie premiere, sitting in that room while getting my makeup done with the makeup artist. And I just remember just having that second where I cried. And I was just like, okay, this is supposed to be the happiest day, but it's the saddest day.
Yeah.
And I really have to go out here and I really have to put on for the world.
Yeah.
To smile, even though I'm torn inside. And I got to pray that this day goes great and that nothing, ruins it or nothing, and it was a lot. And I remember at the premiere, like midway through the premiere, after the movie played, I kind of like went into the bathroom and I just held on to the counter and I just cried. Like and then I had to do like this. Yeah. And then I had to come back out and just say, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Telling myself constantly that it's okay. And all the beauty that I felt should have came from it. It was hard. It was sad. It was sad. It was like looking at something on the screen that I thought was a great creation. And at the same time looking at it going, none of that's real.
Yeah, none of it's
at the same time. Yeah. Just saying it's not real, that it wasn't real. And was anything, you ask yourself, was anything authentic?
Right.
At all? And that's the part. I don't toggle with it now because, I've gave it to God. I've literally said, here, I don't know what to do with that. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to just live obediently.
Yes.
And follow my path, whatever that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm work in repair, work on the things that I can change about Shelly Live, and work on me because I'm not for everybody.
Yeah. I had to learn that too. It took me a long time. I'm kind of learning that. I've learned that now. Like, well, we both had to go through this with losing people, falling in and out of our life. It was very hard. Like, I'm not for everybody. Everybody is not for me, and it's been hard. Me. I'm a big baby. I couldn't have been that strong like how you were. I guess.
Oh my gosh. But it wasn't easy. I remember nights that you laid in my room with me and I cried out to you, girl. What are you talking about? We want to keep it real. Like, you controlling me and saying
it was you were telling me what you were going through. I was telling you what I was going through, and it was. I remember that.
Look, and you go,
yeah.
But we're here.
Here.
Freedom, but the world sees what the world wants to see.
Yeah.
It's no different than celebrities when they go through life and they're smiling on camera. They're human. They hurt too. You see what I'm saying? They hurt. They cry. They have tears. They have feelings. Regardless if you want to think they don't have them or not, they do. And this is human. My job is not to make the world see me perfect. I'm a long way from that. And if you look hard enough, you'll find 5,000 flaws. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch in there. But it's not about the flaws that I have. It's how I get up and heal from those flaws. All these things wrong. What am I doing different? What impact am I having on somebody's life? From a testimony, a story, or whatever I'm telling at the time. So that's kind of how I heal through my pain. That's kind of how I say, okay, it's okay. It's okay to be who I am.
Right. Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, to the viewers and people that watches, it's the same thing. You have to learn how to get up. We all fall, right? We're all going to fall at some point in life. And it's how you get up and how you recover from the fall.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thank you, Jalea.
Thank you so much.
She said, stay authentic, less pressure. Yes, you have to. The world is hard. I tell people all the time, it don't make a difference what I do and how I do it. It's always going to be somebody that's going to have something to say.
Oh yes.
It's going to be someone that's not going to like it. You know, and if I line myself up for the world, I'd be broken. I'd forever be broken because I'm going to be forever trying to fix myself for people. So I had to take a step back and say, to hell with everybody. You know, now it's really about me.
Absolutely. You there was a time in my life when I feel like nowadays I'm free. I'm doing whatever I want, and I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about me. That's how I'm living my life. I don't care anymore. It was there used to be a point in time in my life where I was so sensitive to the point where, you know, I remember, especially, you know, when I was a child, you know, I used to, you know, wonder why, hey, this person don't like me. Hey, this one don't like me. Even, you know, even through my adult years, and like, hey, what is going on? But I'm finding myself, I don't care what anybody says or think about me anymore. Like, I'm living my life. I'm doing what I want. I'm going on my own terms, and, you know, I'm doing me, and you know, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get to I'm healing and everything. I've healed a lot. I've overcome. We both have come a long way from going through a lot. We've come a long way. We overcome a lot. We got through a lot of setbacks and everything, stuff meant to break us down. We gotten up, and, you know, so now I'm like, the hell what everybody has to say, you know, do what makes you happy. We only have one life.
If you do what everybody wants you to do, you somewhere in there you lose who you are because you're trying to please everybody. You know, and that was always my thing, trying to please everybody. If this one wanted me to be this way, that's how I was. If this dude wanted me to be this way, that's how I was. It became like pressure. It was pressure. So now it's just like, now I'm just doing me. I'm probably the happiest I've been in my whole life. So people look at it like, oh, your energy is off the roof. Yeah, because I probably got my energy back. I had and all this stuff and all this confusion and all this stuff. So that's the bigger thing, you know. Naomi for me said
follow. Okay, sure.
I think he's saying
follow for follow. I guess he followed us and then wants us to follow back.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was lost on that. But yeah, so I think those are the things that help you in the long run. Just be who you are, be the best version of yourself, the best way you know how to be, you know, and forget about the naysayers, because they're always going to have something to say. You know, people are always going to have something to say, whether you're smiling. But sometimes people like to see you broken. They like to see you down.
I was about to say, my pastor always come through with a message. You know, he was like, everybody, you know, he always come right on time with a message. He'd be like, you know, he made us go to the altar. He was like, he made us go to the altar, release everyone who didn't like us, these siblings who don't like you, because, you know, it'd be the ones closest to us that be really trying to tear us down and hurt us, like these siblings. And he was like, you know, the ones who we don't think are enemies, that's actually who are our enemies.
That's the enemy for real.
That'd be the enemy. Yeah. You'd be surprised to, you know, who you have in your life, and, you know, who is secretly envious of you, and, you know, you'd be surprised.
You learn, you live and you learn. Life is about living and learning. And then, you know, when you realize, when you elevated yourself to different levels of life, things don't get to you like they used to. You know, now when I feel down and I'm feeling bad, I pray. I just stop for a minute and say, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing today? You know, what's this? What's this assignment? You know, what am I on? What's this mission? You know, what am I standing for in this hour? You know, so that is like the bigger thing for me now. Now it's more like, okay, what are we doing? Who am I dancing with? Because I believe that I think in my life I'm supposed to save everybody. You know, I got to throw out a lifeline and say, hey, let me pull you in, or show you something, or you're missing something, or, you know, my mama said that's my calling. She was like, your calling is people. You can't help it. what your assignment might be on in for life. And it may not even be to date anybody or to be with anybody. It may strictly be to show somebody where they got to go or the next place in their life where they're supposed to be at. And that might be my assignment. You see what I'm saying? Instead of me trying to figure it all out all the time for everybody, or try to, I'm supposed to be in their life in some romantical way.
Right.
I'm learning that no.
Yeah, that was what this, I think you and I both are learning that, sometimes, people come in your life for a reason. They come in there for a season, and they just, everybody is not meant to definitely go where you're going.
Absolutely
go where you're
going. So it's like we smile through the shit. I do it sometimes today, sometimes every now and then now.
Yeah.
Because I'm still in process. I'm still work in process. Now I don't need everybody going on here pointing out all my flaws all the time. They're there. I'm saying? A lot of them. Like I said, they say seek and you shall find. There's a whole, above saying sorry. I'm not above, asking forgiveness, I'm not above all these things, but I do pray. I say again, I always say what God has not condemned me to, ain't no man gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody on earth gonna tell me I can't be forgiven if I don't prayed about the forgiveness. You see what I'm saying?
I was about to say, absolutely.
And when I say, hey, God, I gave this to you, I give it to you. And that's it. That's it.
I know that's right.
So yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Smiling through shit, y'all. What about y'all out here in the audience that's watching? And smile through the stuff that you go through. You know, do you go through stuff and still smiling?
Still find something to smile, find the joy in something. Even when you have, like I said, I was having the roughest day and everything. I was like, oh my God, everything could have been going wrong at work today. I'm just like, ugh. And I just really want to. It's one of them days where you just really want to just relax and kick up your feet and just you want to cut your phone off. And I was about to say, but we gotta do sometimes, even
I had a rough day yesterday because I was cold. My air unit went out. It was freezing in my house.
Oh yeah.
They were freezing. They can't come till tomorrow. And I mean, my nose was dripping. I was uncomfortable sleeping. I was freezing. My mom across the hall being an ice cube in the morning. I was like,
that was rough.
I heard across the hall. And I was like, oh, and it's
my God.
So cold. And I'm like in the room, I got comforters and sheets and they're wrapped around me and I got no sleep. And I had to go to the doctor this morning because messing with my stitches. I was like, oh my God, this is the worst day ever. And then I had to stop for a minute. I was like, well, you know what? I'm inside a house and I'm cold, and there's somebody outside that's colder.
Yeah.
And then I stopped complaining. I stopped complaining.
And that's what I try to do. I always try to be grateful and find the good things, because at least I have a job to complain about. It's people who still don't even have a job, everything. So that's what I'm saying, smiling through. I'm happy to have a job, but but then you just have those days where you just go through things and it's just like, leave me alone.
I breathe. Now I just breathe through the stuff. I be like, and it's a lot of stuff in the medical field, like what I'm in, that they're getting cutbacks and cuts out on. And look, I keep saying to God, I'd be like, look, at the end of the day, Jehovah, if it's meant for me to not have a job, I'm going to be unemployed. And then we're going to have to figure this out in phases. What are we doing? So I try not to stress about that no more. That was one of my biggest stresses last year, that I had to stop complaining about the things I cannot change for the people I work for. You see what I'm saying? It was just becoming like every day I was upset about something or mad about something, or, I get off work and I'm thinking about work. So now when I get off work, I don't think about work.
I don't think about work.
What did you done in the 8 hours I was there? I think I got to move accordingly. So I don't want to hurt my head about the things I can't fix.
Exactly.
So that's kind of the advice that I would give to anybody.
Yep, that's great advice too. Like when you leave work at work, and when it's time to get off, relax, go do whatever you need to do to unwind, whether it be take you a nice bath or drink you some wine or whatever you need to do to unwind, and just leave it at that.
Better, about yourself. I always tell people every time I end my live, I say, love on somebody, hug on somebody, tell somebody you care, because you don't know. Like, we're sitting here and you hear us talking about the things we went through last year and that we did not try to carry into the year 2026. You think about people that are still going through stuff right now that are probably at the verge of just one tip will push them over, like one little and they're gone.
And then ending it all and everything.
Look at the guy that was on TV the other day that was at work at Olive Garden and took his whole and put it in the
I saw that on social media.
What was that bad? Right. That you would want to die that way? Yeah. I mean, you could have took pills, you could have shot yourself in the head, but to take your entire face. Do you know how hot grease is?
Very hot.
That means he felt every pain before he died.
Yeah. Because
he didn't die right then. He died at the hospital.
Yeah.
So you're talking about your whole face and everything is gone.
Yeah.
Because you done fried it.
Fried.
And then you get to a hospital. Now imagine if he would have lived. What that would have looked like. You see what I'm saying? And then you think about what pain or most of all, what pain is he feeling that he thought it was that bad? What did he do that he thought he couldn't be forgiven for?
Yeah.
That was that bad. And they said they had to close the restaurant for like 10 days because of the stench of his skin. Ooh. Not to mention probably have to sanitize, take everything out, and the trauma that the people that was actually there that saw it
had to say. I'm trying to understand what would make him really, he really had to really been going through a lot of stuff. Nobody probably checking up on him to make sure he was okay and everything. And that's why I always tell people, like, don't just assume somebody is okay. Like, check up on people, I know, we get on here, we joke a lot. People don't think like that though. You really got to check up on your friends, family, and stuff like that. I know I could do. Like I say, even if I don't call every day, I'm praying for everybody every day. Like you said, praying helps me a lot. Like I just in the morning I get up and pray. I talk to God, how I'm gonna make it through the day and everything. Some days I don't even want to, because we all have days we don't even want to get out the bed. We just want to stay in the bed.
Oh, I have them days. I had that day this morning. I had the bathroom. I had the sheet over my whole body in the bathroom, trying to get dressed for work. Like I had the whole thing. Like I'm getting dressed to go to the doctor. I took the whole sheet and it was so cold. And I'm thinking, I don't even know how people do this. Like how be cold, because I was miserable, and I know tonight's going to be another miserable night because it's still just as cold. My mother's warm now; hers feels toasty. I might have to go sleep on her floor, but it's nice in the morning to fix it. But it was different, man. My eyes was running, nose running. I said, "Damn, I'm going to go sleep in my car and turn on the heat," because it was cold. But yeah, I look at it's a lot of people. That's why sometimes even with being online, I have to take a mental break, because sometimes online can be heavy.
Right.
You scroll in and you see everybody's problems.
Ooh, I tell you, I've been doing that. So lately, like I know it may not look like it, but I get online, I post, and I've been getting off because I really have been having to take a mental break from a lot of things. Just certain things and certain triggers and everything. It's just it's a lot still going on to this day, it'd be heavy. So I'll be like, let me get online, let me post, let me say hello to my audience and everything. I love that people love me and they are kind to me and they show me love and they support us and they rock with us and everything. So I have to get online, I have to speak to them and everything. But I get on, I do what I have to do, and then I get right off, because it could be, we need breaks from social media sometimes. It could be really heavy, so
come on. I try to give a word to the people in the morning. I try to post I'm driving to give, because people, that I try to clown, make people laugh, but them hours that I'm driving on 285, about to pull out my eyes, that y'all don't know. I be literally about to pull off my eyeballs because the traffic be like, whoo, all over the place. And it's like, I tell people all the time, I'll be like, y'all, this is my safe haven. Y'all don't know, because if I ain't talking online and I'm sitting in this traffic, cussing out everything from the right to the left, I'd rather be on live, whatever, than sitting here screaming on 285 and getting my blood pressure over the top.
Right.
So, yeah, that is why it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
And then I get off. I find myself not scrolling. I set my phone where it cuts off at a certain time, like that you need to take a break because your eyes been glued. Like I take off social media.
I've gotten better with that. I've gotten better with not scrolling. I've gotten better with it. I used to get to a point where I'd have to, because social media it can be addicting, but
I don't have to watch the news. I can just go on social media. Somebody shot somebody. On
you don't even gotta watch TV when you get home. Sometimes you just you scroll, and you're looking at a whole bunch of shit and everything. But yeah, I've definitely gotten better with putting that phone down. I'm like, okay, I can't scroll no more. I can't do it no more. I need it.
Makes sense. I watched the sweetest movie last night called Forever on with Megan Good and
Taye Diggs.
Taye Diggs.
I saw that movie.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. I didn't know it was a true story, but it was so good. It was so good. I was like, where can I find that guy? Where is this man in my life? Yeah, he was upset. He was amazing. The whole movie was good. Like I saw it. I kept scrolling past it. Then last night I was like, I was cold. So I said, let me watch this. I fell asleep for about 2 hours, and then I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. And then I said, let me watch something. But it was really good. Like it was to watch it. It was really good.
Okay, yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah, I tried. I had really I was out during the day. I went to church yesterday. I said, let me then I was kicking it with my friend and everything. We did. We was out late last night.
Y'all cutting up, I see.
Yeah, we weren't cutting up real bad.
I saw I don't know if it was your story I was looking at. It was like a club or a bar or something where it was music. I didn't go
to the club and the bar this weekend.
So what was that? You was like in a concert? It was something that was some music.
No. This weekend? No, that was church.
That was church. Okay. Well, they was partying in church, weren't they?
Yeah, that was church. That was church. I was about to say club and a bar. I was like, I wasn't at the club and the bar. Not this weekend. I wasn't.
No.
Not that I go every weekend, but I wasn't at the club this weekend. But I went to church and everything, and we had a little Sunday fun day. I went to my little my friend had a party for her son, so and everything, and
You keep saying and everything like something's missing. Like
well, my friend had a party for her son. Ate, had a good time there. Went with my friend. We went to go get some tattoos yesterday.
You obviously had nothing to do yesterday. Yeah. Them tattoos in me, boy. This last one, I still got to get color, and I can't bring my senses to do it. I'm like, I cannot. This color will be a non-colored tattoo because that sucker hurts all day long.
It does.
But you got your little 1 2 1 2. I'm sure it's cute.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that but people, you have to back on just turn the topic. We don't want the topic to be so heavy because sometimes heavy topics can be just that heavy, and our job is not to depress the viewers. But you gotta, when you're going through stuff, there are hotlines, there are people you can reach out to, there are people you can talk to. Don't suffer in silence, and don't be too hard on yourself all the time, because you're not the only one that makes mistakes and things. And if you lose something in your life, maybe it was something you had to lose in your life. Maybe look at things both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we see the glass half full when it could be a blessing. See what I'm saying? It could have been.
I was about to say, some things are a blessing in disguise and everything. So that's what I'm saying. Try to see the good in everything. Maybe God removed that out of your life for a reason and everything. And sometimes we have these topics and everything, because, you know, like you said, not to depress people, but, you know, we have to bring awareness and everything. I know we come on here being funny, goofy, talking about a whole bunch of nice stuff and stuff, all kind of shit, you know, but we have to also, you know, bring awareness to certain topics as well, because, you know, we just have to talk. We can't just talk about be funny and goofy all the time. There's other things to life, you know, than just sex and, you know, men and stuff, men and women, and, you know, all of that. It's other things to life. So
how I be doing porn online. You know, how
she had to bring up that nugget.
Well, you know, I gotta kill it.
Yeah, you know, we can't be she can't, well, I ain't gonna say me, she can't vibrate for the live all the time.
Yeah, I can only vibrate sometimes, you know. Sometimes, you know, every once in a while, y'all, I have to be a little promiscuous and do things a little different.
Lord.
Yeah, I don't have the toys today, y'all. Today my toys are all put away.
No, it ain't that kind of day today. It ain't that kind of day.
Monday is cold, and I can't do it because I'm so cold. I can't even open my own legs. It's like cold. You know, tell it might freeze. It might freeze over. Keep them closed for today. Today is cold.
I'm done.
Yeah, I might have to work on that after tomorrow when the heat come back on. When people come and fix this unit.
Right.
Now I'm going.
I was about to say, worry about getting that heat fix first.
Yeah, they gotta get the heat right, honey. I can't. Legs might freeze in the air. On the ground.
Oh, Lord, I'm done with you.
Ground, y'all. I gotta keep your feet on the ground, y'all. I be having to laugh at my own self because I did. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like last night, I thought about that when I was cold. I was like, you know, if I was just breaking myself, I'd probably get hot because I'm just hot. Then I thought about the strength and the energy that I'd have to take to hold my frozen legs up in the air.
Oh Lord! I'm not about to play with you on this good Monday.
They say
your house is freezing cold. I can imagine. I know you was uncomfortable like that because your house is already cold.
My nipples was hard all day. They didn't go down 1 second yesterday. They was frozen on froze. They was frozen, just like deer in headlight. They was looking at you. Everywhere I went, I was like, "This is for the birds." Like it was cold. Even Jill, I said, "Boy, go on up there and try to fix it. Go on up there and try to fix it."
I was about to say.
He just looked at it. He just went up there and looked at it one time, so I can't do no with that. I thought so. So we're gonna have to figure it out in the morning.
Right. Our good friends must be out today, like Balan and Juan and Mike. They out there. They missing the live
earlier today. Like when I came on when I was going to work, they was definitely on my live earlier.
Okay. I was about to say because I'm sure I'm missing seeing them in these good old
comments. It's like our regulars. We got some new ones.
We got our regulars that come in and F with us and just be, even though Valon, he gonna come in here, he gonna talk on this whole comment section and everything.
Sometimes they watch it back because they work.
Okay,
so, sometimes they come and they'll watch it back and they'll comment. So I always go back at night. That's what I do that. They'll go and I've had some people hit me up from the Unfiltered at 5 page, but the Unfiltered at 5 page has an automatic reply. So when people say something, it'll automatically reply on the Unfiltered at 5 page. So I was in there the other day because it alerted my phone and said you have messages that you didn't answer. So I was like, oh my God. So I flipped to the other channel and I was like, oh, hey, I'm sorry that we're so rude that we haven't came and replied. Say thank you for watching or thank you for tuning in or whatever. Because I got to remember that we have these different pages, because we're like focused on our main page all the time. We have to really flip through the other ones to make sure we are doing what we need to do on the other pages because
absolutely. Like I said, even, you know, like I said, I know we don't get to reach out to everybody and everything, but we love everybody. We try to come on, even when we start our show, we try to come on here, let everybody know how much we love and appreciate them for following us and supporting us. We're a new show and we appreciate all the love. You know, we're making some changes to the show and make it more appealing for you guys. We want to hear what you guys bring it. Like we said, we're going to do a feature where we bringing you guys up and everything on the live to come with us and everything. Pay $5. I think we doing, you know.
Yes, for us to jump on. If you want to
jump on. We're gonna start doing that, and you know, we wanna hear.
When we start doing that, people keep it, you know, decent, because some people can come on in fascination and they say the most ridiculous stuff on a live.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Topic, you know, the bigger thing is to stay in the topic that we're talking about. If it resonates to you, then you jump on and join that one. You know, some things don't resonate with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some topics not the ones that people want to discuss, and then there's those topics that people just want to discuss. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We do know that the sex is always going to bring y'all in.
All right. I was about to say, maybe that's why we ain't being freaky on this live. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, y'all are bad, and y'all like to hear the cringy and all this stuff. We try to balance it out where it's like, you know, we have different type of viewers, and then we have to make sure it's like, you know, decent, but you and also not where it don't ban the hell out of you, and you done said something crazy.
I was about to say we don't want our show to get taken off the air, and then you know
shut you down, and they don't give you no warning. They be like, okay, you violated all the rules, and saying, and it's the same way when you're bringing people on the show. You got to be able to not violate the rules, because if you violate, then it's not it shuts us off. So it's absolutely. Yeah, you got to still say, wait a minute, let me see, you know, what we're doing. This is that and the third. But yes.
Yo, I know we call them filtered at 5 and everything, but you know, we want to keep it respectful and everything, you know, like we say here, we don't really have any rules. We just ask that you keep it respectful and everything. You know, we disagree respectfully and, you know, things of that nature. So,
and we have, I think on Wednesday, we're talking about the joy of healing.
Joy is my +1.
Oh, joy is my +1. Yeah,
joy is my +1. Mm-hmm.
That's on Wednesday.
That's on Wednesday for the show on Wednesday. Joy is my +1 and everything. So
and doing all this stuff that we do. So let me ask you, since we're on the topic of this healing thing, what was the moment when you sat with yourself and you just kind of said to yourself, I'm ready to heal from everything, and I don't care, opinions don't care. When you actually put it out of your head and said, all this stuff doesn't matter anymore, it's irrelevant to me.
I think when the year 2025 was coming to a close, 2025 was coming to a close, I was like, okay, it's getting ready to be a new year. That's when I sat with myself, you know, I said, I got to get myself out of these funks that I'm in and everything. I've got to trust God. And, I never stopped believing in trusting him, but, you know, I got to, you know, believe that, you know, he's going to make everything all right for me. He's going to do it for me. And, you know, so I think that's the moment when I really sat with myself and I said, I got to get out of this crazy funk. 2026 is going to be my year. And, you know, I've been through a lot of shit when it comes to career, family, making bad decisions with men and all of that and everything. And, I think that's when I decided to, you know, I said, you know, I got to get out of this funk. I said, you know, like I said, it could be, I just always remember it's always somebody going through something way worse than us, you know. I know we, you know, it's not always good with us, but I just always try to remember it's always just somebody going through something way worse. I think that's the moment I said, okay, I gotta get myself, we healing. So now, like I said, this year I came in, opened the year with the brand new mindset, open-minded, you know, I'm going to have a good year, prayed on it and everything. And said, you know, it's gonna be my year, and I've been healing, and I've been, I took all 2025. It was a journey and everything. I had to, learn how to be okay with certain things, and I said this is what I'm gonna do. I'm getting back to my happiness and everything, and I'm doing me, and I don't give a damn when nobody think about me.
Do you know what brought you to your sadness? Like, was it a multiple of things, or was just things that just made you feel heavy, or it was different situations and you just felt heavy?
Yeah, different situations that made me feel heavy. Different situations, like I said, friends, a situation that I had to get out of, that I got out of, and even went unhappy with my career and everything. So I started something new and everything. So that was a plus. And, now I'm just, like I said, it was just a whole bunch of different situations and everything. It's a lot. Like I said, if I was to go into detail about everything, I don't want to tear up on this live, y'all.
Life is laughing you, honey, when there's all that going on.
Yeah.
I think I cried a river. And now when I cry, I get angry. I be like, oh God, we're not doing this. It's almost like having this conversation with myself, saying, nah, it's not really worth the tears. I try not to give too much airplay in my head about things that I can't change. I think that was the biggest thing learning last year and early on in this year, is the things I can't change. I can't worry about it.
Right.
Trying to the circumstance, the situation, trying to fix it, trying to think I could repair it or fix it. And I'm like, everything ain't meant for me to fix. You know what I'm saying? It's like that passes, the courage to change the things that I can, the wisdom to know the difference. I had to learn that I cannot fix things all the time. And I have to sometimes just accept them as they are. And the things that I can, that are within me, within my power, within my reach, I can do those things. And anything outside of that, I don't try to fix no more.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm learning. That's me. Like, I stress myself out, pulling my hair out, trying to change the things that we can't fix or have no control over. And now to just breathe, and it is what it is, and everything. It is what it is.
Like, at the end of the day, it is like you know what I'm saying. Even people, my kids, I had to even stop doing that. Like, if this one's gonna be a knucklehead, that's what they're gonna be. Right. And stop trying to be like, oh, you need to get this, you need to do this and this. I just, I fall back. With my daughter, I had to fall back. With my baby daughter, I had to fall back. It was like, okay, this is out of my reach. And the things that was in my reach, I said, okay, I can fix this. This is something that I can do. This is something that this is something that I can make better, or make, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like the thing for me, to be able to change the things that I could. Trying to fix people. You can't fix people. I
was about to say, it's one of the things. Yeah, you can't fix people who are broken, and then anybody who comes in my life and disrupts my peace, you have no place here. You have to go. Because I was about to say, like, been down long enough, and I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna help who I can help. I'm gonna be there for who I need to be there for. But sometimes you reach a breaking point. You can't. I'm learning you can't be everything to everyone all the time. You can't please everybody and stuff like that. Because don't nobody. We do all this people pleasing, but then I ask myself, like, I don't get the same in return. So.
That part. You've been and change your whole world, and it don't mean nothing to nobody, honey. Right. You be like, at the end of the day, I'm still here fighting. The devil is a, you know what I'm saying? That's when the devil lie for real. I'd be like, ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna deal with this donkey stuff no more. I used to men try to make them do this, and I don't. The energy is not there. It's like, I figure, like, now, like, for me, people always say, like, when you date, when you go out there and you're starting to do your 1, 2, 1, 2, what is that going to look like? I said, whatever that is, whatever that looks like, it's gonna come on its own. I'm not gonna have to do a lot of work.
Right.
It's not gonna, I don't think relationship or friendships are work. It shouldn't be like a job where I'm drained from dealing with, or I gotta go through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like it should not be a job. Like, this is not work. It should not be. I should be able to kick it. You know what I'm saying? I should come home and pull off my hair and to be received. And it shouldn't be, oh my God, you gotta look this way, you gotta walk this way, you gotta talk this way, you can't do this. That's a lot of energy.
Yes.
Especially for me now. You know, for me now, it's more like I don't want to say I don't care enough to care, but I don't really care anymore about what people think.
Yeah.
I don't care about someone's opinion of me anymore, because that used to be the stuff that bothered me. You know, like, was a pimple that was wrong on my face, or if my thigh was too big, or my head out on the right, or whatever have you, that people will make you feel so crazy about, and you're like, I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Right. At the end of the day, folks gonna talk and say whatever they want to. They're gonna talk to the day they die. There's nothing we can do about it. So it's like, why stress yourself or get mad or, you know, do any of that? Like, what's the point? You know, people hate it. You know, like I said, I put something on my time the other day about being different. People hate when they can't hate things that they can't control. They have no control over. You know,
and it's here. I don't want to control anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to be watching who and what and what they're doing and what they're not doing. That to me is work. As I said, it's like a job. I work, I babysit all day. I don't want to be in something and be babysitting. You see what I'm saying? If I can't trust you past what I can look at you, then I am not the person for you, because I don't have the energy anymore. Before, maybe in the day when I was younger, I probably could run around and kick some a little bit here and there, but now it's just like, I don't have the time or the patience or the energy. And that's with anything. Friendships, if friendships ain't aligning, I don't care if they leave anymore. Before, I used to try to hold on to, oh my God, like,
I think that was, oh my God, that was me. I used to cry. I used to like, okay, what can we do to fix it? It's like, you have to be the one to try to fix everything and hold everything together. It's like, now I've learned to let go. And if you don't want to if you don't want to leave, please, if you want to leave, please leave.
You know, leave. You might save me some time down the road. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. You're always trying to fix it. It's like, let me fix it. Let me fix it. And I was feeling like I was building a house. You said the house was crumbling anyway, and I'm still trying to hold up the foundation, like both of my hands. And I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Friendships, even friendships, they shouldn't be exhausting. They should not. You know, it's either you love me, hate me, or you don't like me. That's it.
You should be people in your life. The people in your life should not be bringing you, should not be bringing you drama, any type of chaos, everybody in your life, friendships, relationships. You should be with someone. If you're going to have a romantic relationship, you should be with someone who is going to bring you fun and peace and rest and a
little bit. You want to get out here and just laugh. I don't want to be with someone who's always serious and just don't want to, what are we talking about? Laugh a little bit. Okay, like it's not that serious, and some people take things too far. I want friends that celebrate my wins. And when I'm not winning, they push me to win. And they see that I'm trying really hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's not looked upon as a bad thing, because I'm trying and I'm dedicated to what I do. You see what I'm saying? I'm dedicated to the things that I do and how I do them. It may not be your cup of tea. It might not be. But at the end of the day, if you're with me and you're my friend and you're proclaiming to be that, I would think that you would support whatever I'm doing.
I was about to say.
It's the most stupidest thing in the world. You're still saying, I didn't do that crazy ass thing you finna do, but I'm finna ride the wheels with you. I'm finna ride this wave.
I was about to say, that's one thing. That's called being a true friend. When we're not going to agree with each other's decisions all the time and stuff like that. I think a lot of things my friends do are crazy, but their choices are their choices and my choices are my choices. And we respect each other enough to, we respect each other's choices and stuff like that. And, you're not going to always agree, but hey, like I said, everybody got to live their own life and you got to take accountability for all the decisions and choices you make. So if you make a choice when you get in the bind, that was your choice.
my vow this year when I went into and I was doing my vision board, which I did differently this year, and I wrote down, I sat with myself at the end of the year, and I wrote down things that I wanted to happen in my life. It wasn't all about, I want to have this big old Bentley outside my house. I gotta have this big old. It wasn't like that. It was more like, hey God, these are the things that I think that I've earned. These are the mountains that I get over. This is the kind of that I want in my life. This is what he has to have to be with me, to be in my circle. He has to have a kind heart. He has to love and fear you too. And he has to love his family above all things. He has to love me unconditionally. He has to love my kids. And I will in return be everything this man wants me to be. But at the end of the day, I build him. I don't want to have to say, you need to fix that about yourself. You need to do, I don't want in telling you what that you need to fix. You as a man should already be working on those things, especially if you're asking for a wife.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to need you to teach me how to be the woman. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to come and say, oh, girl, you got to learn how to wash clothes. Hey, you know how to cook dinner. You don't have to know how to do. The assignment will be understood, but it's not. I don't want to have to. All the relationships I've been in, I've had to fix the man. I've had to build them. I don't want to build no more. I'm tired of it. I want to sit back and say, baby, do you? Let me see what you're doing. Let me jump on and let me help you build this kingdom or whatever that looks like. But at the end of the day, it's not about. It's partnership, and it's the same with friendship. I don't want to build a friendship. I don't want to be the entire friendship. I want, when I'm down, hey, cry for me. If I don't have a loaf of bread in my fridge and you got $1, give it to me. You see what I'm saying? Look and see the things that I have to say out loud. If you with, you know what I'm
absolutely.
Saying? That's what it's about when it comes to friendship. You're supposed to be able to look and say, hey, my friend is going through something. And you should, if you know me long enough, you should be able to feel the energy. It's not something that I have to tell you. A lot of friends will be like, well, you ain't tell me nothing wrong. I shouldn't have to tell you. There's some things you should be able to feel at this point in our lives. Mm-hmm. Like, you've been around me and you be like, what's wrong? What's going on? And I can hear if I call you, say, what's the matter? What's going on? What's the sound? Because I hear it in a tone. You see, and that's the same way it works for me in a relationship. I should be able to feel your tone. I should be able to say, okay, what's bothering you? And then if you're not ready to talk about it that time, I say, hey, we're gonna visit it again. We'll come back to it, whatever it is. We're gonna get through it. And I think that's the kind of friendships, circling myself with like-minded people like myself. That the people in my circle have to somewhat understand what I do, or what I am doing. And if you're a part of me and you're a part of that, you're not going to be trying to change me, because when you're trying to change me, I'm going to be unhappy in the change.
Right.
That's
absolutely.
So it's like about supporting each other, winning together, and all these great good things to come. So I've embraced this new thing, and just seeing what it leads and where it goes. And there's been a floodgate of people, trust me. The gates have opened, honey, and they flooded in.
Absolutely.
Shoe size. I'm messing. Don't put your shoe size. But yeah, best
I ain't even looking. I'm out. I'm living my life. It's just one of them things where if it happens, it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. I'm not rushing anything. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. So that's it for me. I'm just, like I said, I'm just out here. I'm just living life and having fun and, doing what I want.
Yeah, y'all, if y'all want to put in applications for Leah Nicole, just drop it in my inbox. I'll get it to her. You put your name and phone number, state you live in, your height. She particularly does not like guys with dreads. Okay. So don't nobody with dreads. So if you're
my God.
Leah Nicole at the top in the subject line, and I will monitor these applications and I will pass them on to her if I think you're studying your page. Okay.
Oh my God, she's crazy. She is so silly, y'all.
I'm dead serious. We're gonna go ass in 2026. We are. Don't be too short. Yeah. At least be.
I declare we will not be single in 2026.
That part.
I hope so.
So did y'all understand the assignment? Put Leah Nicole in the subject line. Say I am interviewing, trying to see if I can pass the process. And like I said, no dreads. You can't be a smoker. She don't like smoke. No
They
smokers.
can smoke. They can't smoke cigarette. They can't smoke cigarettes.
Now don't smoke goddamn weed. Smoke
They can't
weed.
smoke cigarettes.
No cigarette. We can tolerate cigars because I like smoking cigars every now and then. So cigars, we can do cigars. What else I gotta have, Aaliyah? You got 1 minute. What else I gotta have?
Oh
What
my
color can it be all nationalities or are you strictly black?
Oh, I appreciate everybody. Dark skin, light skin. Long as you ain't crazy, long as you ain't got a job, you can't be married.
Wait. Now, job means that you have a 9 to 5 and you own your own company that is working for you. You know,
right.
It's physically working for you. Not that you kind of put it together and you want her to come put her coins into making it happen.
And you can't be married. You can't be married. You can't be married.
No marriage, no whole bunch of baby mamas. Can we do one kid? Can we do one kid? One kid. No small babies, none 6 months. Because I mean, if you had it 6 months ago, you was boinking, and that one just came.
Right.
You don't want no attachment, and you cannot live with your baby mama, girlfriend, or your ex-wife.
Yeah, because we don't want that drama being brought to our door. We can't have that.
These are the rules for the resumes that we are taking. Okay, and this is for strictly for Leah Nicole. She's 4'11". She's very shapely. She has good hygiene, very pretty smile. She keeps herself together. Go on her page. You can see she always posts in the morning with a camera snapping her pictures. If you don't know, go over there and look for her. That's what she does. And you can get it. Put in your resume. Okay, because I'm gonna really be going to your profile. And then if I think you're suitable, I'm gonna say you're going on to phase 2.
Phase 2.
Like the name of the project is Nicole's Boaz.
I'm done. Okay, y'all. We are at our time for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in to Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, y'all. We will be back on Wednesday with Joy is my plus one. Go out there, love on someone, hug on someone, and always remember, always trying to find the good in every situation and smile even through all your shit, because it could always be worse. All right. We are Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, and we out, y'all. We love y'all.
Girls, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this? Oh my God.
Oh my God, Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the stream, the vibe is full. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and voice. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Everywhere, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.